So it's raining tonight. So I was thinking about doing a little podcast. I don't know if the parameters of a podcast. I don't know if it has a parameter more than just people talking. People talking. Does it have a time parameter or limit? I don't even have any specific topic today, but I wanted to talk because today I didn't saw anyone. I didn't saw anyone, friends or whatever. I didn't saw anyone, so I didn't talk to anyone actually. I saw other people like in the places I went, like stores or things like that. But I mean, like having a conversation, I didn't have anything like that. I didn't have any kind of interaction like that, and so I thought that maybe it would be cool. Well, at least for me, if I made a short podcast. Well, I think something that has been in my mind the past few days. Mm, God is God is raining like crazy. I was thinking about friendships, and the role they play for people who doesn't have a family or who are not close to their family or doesn't have a nuclear family or haven't had children or aren't married. People who is basically alone. Like I don't know. I was thinking, what happened with those people who doesn't have anyone, don't live with anyone, or don't have anyone who is a relative, sons, parents, or a wife or husband, or something like that. People who just have friends, or who is alone. I was thinking that they need really bad a group of friends. Well, if you want to think like it's a necessity for people to have bonds with other people, or having a primary group, which I consider is necessary. I mean, neurologically and for your own safety, I think it's necessary. I know that in nowadays society, it's something very unpopular to say that you need people, because it's people see it people tend to look at it like it's a weakness. But I don't know, but I think it's necessarily and neurologically neuro, is somehow necessary to survive or to be fine, because we are designed to be social animals. I'm glad that the rain is back for a moment. I don't know why rain can be constant. Well, I was thinking what happened with those people who doesn't have a group of friends, or well, they have a group of friends but not a family, or their friends are the primary group. So what happened with them? Because friendships are not always present or always linear. They are not always there, because many times friendships end, and therefore you don't have anyone if your friendships end. Because first of all, sometimes people change. I mean, You can be very close to someone, and you can have many things in common, but people change with time, and maybe who you are now is very compatible with who they are now, but maybe in a year or two, or sometimes they're not going to be the same person, or you're not going to be the same. And what happened with no, that wasn't the next part. I mean, friendships aren't linear. I mean, people change. So maybe in a year or two, or not, maybe 10 years or any time, um, you are going to be different, or you are going to have different points of view about things, about life, or whatever, and your friends too. So maybe you are not going to be compatible with them. You are not going to get along with them that easy as you do now, because you are going to change, and they are going to change. So if both parts change, maybe you're going to stop to be friends, and that's the first point of this. People change, just stop to be friends with them. The second part is, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was like if you have a fight with them, or they betray you, or something wrong happened, and you don't have to be close to them again, or in the other hand, they don't want to see you again because you have a problem with them or whatever. What are you going to do? No, I mean, you lose that friendship. And the third point is, if they make their own life. I hate this expression, but I know it exists. Like having a life, like I already have a life. I don't know what you're telling me with making a life when I already have one. But okay, let's use the expression. When they make their life, I mean, they get married, they have a girlfriend or boyfriend, or they have children. So friendships are not that important in their life, since now they have a family or a new life, and you don't have a big participation in it, because you are really not that important anymore, because they don't need you, they don't want you, or whatever. I mean, it's not that they don't want you, but they have to dedicate their time to their family, and maybe their boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife, doesn't like you and doesn't want you to be near, and you don't, or maybe you don't make sense in that frame. Then maybe they are happy and they don't need any more company. Maybe you are not a really family person, and so they get rid of you. I mean, that happens, I think, very often. It's pretty common. And I think those are the three points that I was thinking. That number one, that people change, you and them. So you don't get along with them anymore because you are both different now. You are not compatible anymore. Compatible anymore. Number two, that you have a fight, or you don't get along. No, you have a fight, or they betray you. You betray them. Well, those are the reasons that your friendship might end. There can be another reasons why that happens. I mean, there can be many more, but I just can't think of them of those three now. But well, what happened when the person get rid of friends, when they don't have friends anymore, or their friends just move it on? So this person who doesn't have a family, relatives, and now has lost their group of friends, maybe they are going to be so lonely, so vulnerable. And maybe they are going to be unable to make new friends or new relationships. Maybe I don't know, but it can be possible. But if they are older, maybe they are not going to be so able to make new friends. They are not going to be so accepted in any circle or any environment, because you know that many places doesn't accept people who is older. And what happened with them? They are happen to be just alone, and this person with these stereotypes, like the crazy cat lady, or the weird guy in the forest. I don't know, the crazy people, and they are neglected by society, neglected by people who just think they are weird because they are lonely. But maybe they are not that weird, or that they are not problematic or pathological. They are just lonely because they lost their family or and their friends. So now they are forced to be alone. They are forced to be alone. It's the same. They're going to forced to be alone and forgotten by society and for people. And I'm not talking about people who is really old, like very old. I mean people in their 40s or 50s or anytime. Well, and that's what I thought. That's what I thought recently, and I haven't come to any conclusion or any resolution. I don't know how to solve that problem. I don't know how to fix it. If there is any way to fix it, I think I maybe some ways to fix it. Maybe they can some way somehow make new friends, or I don't know if they want to get married. I don't know, but that's going to be like just getting married because they are escaping from loneliness, not because they want to get married. No, I don't know a solution for that problem. If you know about it, just tell me what's your solution. But I don't think anyone is going to listen to this because this channel has like 7 subscribers, and I don't think they are going to see though to listen to this. So whatsoever.